Hi friends, this is me Sanjay Kaul back with you once again, and this time I want to share with you about a book, of course, which my sister gave me recently while I was just recovering and reading some healthy books. This book, a tiny little book, is so powerful that I am excited to share this book details with you. The book name is Mind. Can It Be Tamed? This book is by reflections by Swami Swarupananda, Chinmayananda Mission Trust. What is about this book is a few powerful lines. Of course, there's a lot of content in it. I love to read out a few lines for all of you beautiful people so that you can understand why I am excited about this small tiny book, which everybody ideally should have read it. It's very positive and powerful. It starts with mind. Conquer the mind and you will conquer the world. If you observe the mind, decipher its play, and understand its influence, you will learn to appreciate that it is a mighty force behind all your achievements as well as your failures. Isn't it powerful? Just the opening line. It also says that, for instance, some individuals see an economic recession as a calamity and fall into depression, while others take it as a challenge and discover new opportunities. We have seen that, haven't we? The difference is in the mindset. Thus, joy and sorrow, success and failure, optimism and pessimism are all dependent on the state of mind. This book also talks about your best friend or your deadliest enemy. Everything we do or experience in this world is with the mind. It is said that the mind is Maya, illusion, always at a play. Interesting, huh? What is the mind? The mind is generally defined as a continuous flow of thoughts. So simple yet powerful. Actually, everyone's mind possesses those three moods or qualities. There are times when the mind is calm, peaceful, joyful, and attentive. You experience clarity, confidence, contentment, alertness, and brilliance. Knowledge easily seeps in. There is a sense of well-being and you feeling generous towards the whole universe. Such a state of mind is called sattvika. At other times, the mind is full of desires, passion, ambition, agitation, and restlessness. Your five senses are vibrantly alive, and you rouse into action, driven either by lust or ego. Similarly, here, ego is not necessarily the synonym of pride or boastfulness, although it is true that it is extreme that the ego manifests. In the final analysis, the mere concept of individuality as opposed to oneness that underlines everything in the universe is ego. And let's face it, most of us undertake our action from this platform of I, me, and mine. Mastering the mind, another topic. If you wish to conquer your strongest enemy, you should first detect, identify, and understand the source of your enemy's strength. A careful observation of the mind reveals that it almost always gets excited by sense objects. Temptations arise through the doorways of senses. However, we know it's impossible to totally shut down the senses. So true, so powerful. Hi, this book talks about influence of media, my favorite topic if somebody attended my last workshop. Influence of media. Our knowledge is influenced in large in large measure by the media that surrounds us these days. What we are reading, what type of TV programs we are watching, what we are searching on the internet. Isn't that true? That's how media influences us. This book also talks about the importance of right company, impact of diet, consequences of time and location. For example, this also writes somewhere, do not read the newspaper or log into the internet or check your WhatsApp messages first thing in the morning, as these tend to excite the mind. Ask yourself, what can you possibly gain from allowing yourself to be whisked away into the whirlwind of the worldly affairs, which will go on and continuously, regardless of your absence? We also call it sometimes FOMO. This book also talks about attention to actions. Duties performed without complaint or compromises are considered sattvika actions. So true. Sometimes we keep on doing something and keep grubbing about it. Actions done selflessly are sattvika, whereas those that are desired, prompted, or performed purely from personal gains are rajasika, and those of a criminal nature are tamasika. I hope I got that right. Of course, one does not become sattvika overnight. There's a long list of conditions required for the evolution of a pure mind. Beautiful. Contemplation. The contemplation is the practice of bringing an extrovert mind to be quiet, calm, and centered within. We are often so occupied with the world outside that we really find the time to get acquainted with the amazing world within us. That's so powerful. It talks about two strategies. The mind derives its power from our attachments and desire. Anything propelled by these two forces is indeed difficult to master. Attach to the higher. Another important and powerful way of dealing with the lust-filled or egoistic mind is to attach yourself with something greater, higher goal, larger ambition or achievement, one that benefits as many people as possible, not just yourself. It's amazing, this powerful book. Develop contentment. We have to be grateful. We have to develop the habit of contentment. I'll come towards the end of this. The conclusion is that no matter, never mind. The complete victory over the untamed mind, that is, being able to call it bluff or take the pleasure in utilizing it as a medium or interfacing for engaging the world, is possible only through subjugation of the ego. In other words, the realization that the self alone is. Identification with the ego is destroyed by always asking, what is that I would have achieved of my own? How much of this is due to the contribution of others, like parents, teachers, family members, friends, well-wishers, even people in the other part of the world, or the people who existed before me? What really makes me an individual? What boundaries define me, the I, and how have I arisen? All this questioning must be done on a daily basis if you wish to get the roots of the ego. Gradually, a sattvika mind, calm and collected, is developed. Intuitively and by the grace of God, it yields knowledge of the highest truth. It talks about the wild monkey, which we have heard in Buddhism or otherwise. The wild monkey, tamed, becomes Hanumana within us. And then there is no stopping from gaining further grace, glory, and indefinitely loving gaze at the Lord Himself. Isn't this amazing? This book, Mind Can Be Tamed, from Chinmay and the Mission, can be bought at just rupees 40. Yes, just less than a cup of tea you will spend in a restaurant. There are many, many books. I read this. This is very powerful. There are a lot of content in it, by the way. Very powerful to understand. I recommend just pick up this book. There are many, many more like this. So that's it for today. I thought let me share with you all beautiful people. I learned it. I wanted to share it. And till I read something fresh and come back to you. Stay safe. Stay happy. God bless you.